You're welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to be taking another important series. Remember, we are talking about some couple of things, so we're going to continue. Please make sure you are following this series because you are going to really gain a lot of value. So right now, going to just go straight to my Microsoft. So I'm going to be teaching about page layouts in the next 8 minutes. Let's see what we can do. So, understanding page layout as a beginner, how to really understand everything in your page layout setup. So now we're going to go to our Microsoft Word, then we go to our new document here. Remember I've explained all these things before. So now when we want to size our page, we'll talk about page layouts or layout management in Word. All you need to do, you need to go to the layout ribbon, or we call it page layout tab. In some versions of Word, you're going to see different, it can be called page layouts, but most in these recent ones that are mostly called layouts. So you're going to be seeing layout stuff. So once you come here, I just want to quickly show you this. It's very important that you know all these things because you are going to actually be using it. And there's still extra features in this your page layout stuff. Yeah, I'm going to quickly show you. Let's see what we can quickly cover. Now, when we come to margin, remember the standard margin generally that we set, apart from the normal one that we usually set, maybe for different purposes. But generally, what we set is on narrow, so that we can have our page or to be on having 5 inches by each side and the rest of that. So just like that. Come on, now we have different ones here. We have a costume one here. We have this normal, which is one in the top, one here in the left, one at the bottom, one at the right. Also have the narrow is 0.5, 0.5, all over 0.5. So we mostly use this narrow most times. So anytime you're setting out your document, you should make sure you use this narrow. This is what we use, widely accepted. It's the only way you are doing something costume, maybe for a court, maybe there are some professional documents that will require you to use different layouts setup. So that now determine on which type of margin you are going to set it to. And apart from all these default margin that will show up once you go to your margin setup, you can come to your costume margin, then set the type of margin you want. Remember, it depends on what you want to do. But generally, on a general note, once you come to your margin, it's just your narrow, that is the normal one, or you can use your normal. But most time we use this narrow, is better for editing documents. But in case of specific purposes, then you have to select or do a custom one. Then for orientation talk about if is landscape or portrait. So you can even see the symbol here, you just know orientation. It's the same when you want to print a document, you want to use different other softwares for editing things. It's the same. CorelDRAW, where we talk about landscape and portrait. So just the same thing there. So you can see when we talk about landscape, you see the documents. See, let me just reduce the size now. You see the documents. Remember I told you you can reduce things in the zoom bar. So you see the documents here being reduced. So just like that. Okay. Now remember portraits. So you see, just like that, this is the portrait. So that's what orientations do there. Then you come to sizes. Now the default size, you once you open your Microsoft, or the default size that you see is letters. Yeah, that's the default size. Even in your CorelDRAW, most times you usually see letter, unless you have used it for a while, you begin to see that custom size you usually place. Okay, so you see letters. Now most time generally you are going to be using your A4, which is 8.27 by 11.69 inches. So that is what we widely use, A4 size, because that is what you are going to be printing. Your general use paper is A4. you are doing something specific. You can even size your paper size in Microsoft Word to A5 depending on the purpose you want to use it for. So it's not hard. Anytime you want to set up your page, it's very important. Don't just come to your page and start typing immediately you open Microsoft Word and start typing. Make sure you go to your layout tab, then set each of all these things. Then column. Mostly we use one column, which is the default here. But when this column thing usually works is when you have documents that have like two sides, three sides. Let me show you for instance. Let me open another document super quick. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. I'm going to copy a text. So we're going to see some things. Okay. This If you want to get here, I'll tell you which type of professional document I'm trying to copy some text from. So that we can see something default. Now, if I change this right up here to a two column text, you see what just happened. So the these two column actually make the document or the write up to be in side to side, which means you have the thing have to start from the left corner up to the right corner. You can see some newspaper documents. Some newspaper documents they have up to three column, four column. You can actually use this to actually achieve that. And I see other widely range you can use to achieve that. Either using your Excel spreadsheet, maybe using your text box in Microsoft Word. As we go deeper, we need to review all these things. So you really need to subscribe so that you can actually be seeing all these type of things. Okay. Now we don't want to really waste time. I really said that I want to finish this on time. Now you see the column, so you can actually change it to different depending on what you want to achieve. You see one side bigger, the other side smaller. You see left, right, right, left. You see a lot of books. You wonder how did they do this thing? It's not magic. It's just this true little manipulation. So you see something here which talk about insert page and page break. So you can actually do something like this to insert new page from here. But I don't actually do it from here. You can do it in your insert tab, which I will show you in our next series of videos that are coming. So in this place, you can actually resize your paragraph setting, do some couple of things. So I'll just leave it at the default. So you can resize your paragraph. So this is your paragraph in your layout tab, your paragraph setup. Then we have the arrangement setup. Now let's take for instance, if for example, let me tell you where this rotates, bring to front, bring to back, wrap text. If you have a shape, okay, let me put that text. If for example I go to my insert tab, then I click a shape, maybe you want to add an image to your document. So this is the image I want to add for example. Let me use that for example sake. So if I go to my wrap text, so depend on what I want to do, you can see, you see. So this actually make my stuff wrapped in the text. You see those pictures that usually can be in the edge, then the text will be curved around it. Just for example, take for instance the example this one. You see the way is pretty nice, this star curve shape. You can see it. Okay. So just like that, that's how you use the wrap text features. Position, trying to position your text perfectly okay. Then when we talk about bring to front, bring to back, let me cut this out. Control X to cut, that's the short key. Maybe some other time I'll be teaching you about short key. Now if I'm to duplicate this, then let me put in some color to differentiate some things here. Now I can actually come to this my layout tab here. Then if I do send to back, if you are familiar with CorelDRAW, which bring to front and bring to back stuff, you see, bring to front, bring to back, depending on what you want to do. This is perfectly good, especially when you are designing. Yes, good, very good if you are designing all those type of things. See, if I tap this, I can really send back. So you see, you can just play around all these things. Then I can rotate. If for example maybe it's a different shape, Let me not just to go far. I'm going to show you a little couple of tricks in my next video. So what you're going to do here, you can rotate depending on how you want to. You can see the rotation. Those This is a circle, you might not be able to notice it now. But in my next video, I'm going to show you some things, how to group. There are different methods for you to group. There's even a short key for it. So I'm going to show you all those things, but just play cool. Make sure you subscribe so that you see the next videos of my series when I'll be teaching on all this. Okay, thank you for now. See you in my next video.